Welcome to my New Zealand rugby channel, where the Kiwi spirit and rugby passion come together as one. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my mates. In elite sport, there are matches where the scoreline isn't the only thing worth talking about. The Springboks clash with Italy is a perfect example. It wasn't just a 32-14 victory, nor simply the fact they played with a man down for almost the entire match. What mattered most lay in the emotion, the collective spirit, and the way a team that has twice won the Rugby World Cup responded to public doubt. What stood out first was Damian Willemse's reaction when he heard the media calling this a weaker lineup. For the public, talking points like rotation, a softer opponent, or giving opportunities to fringe players can seem like reasonable analysis. But for those inside the team, the players who have to step onto the field and actually compete, it can feel dismissive. Even hurtful. Willemse didn't hide his disappointment, revealing the professional pride and deep connection the players have to the jersey they wear. It's clear that when Rassie Erasmus made wholesale changes after the win over France, he had his reasons: player load, fatigue, and long-term planning. Any team aiming to defend a title has to think ahead. Still, there's no denying that the media's rush to label this the B team created both pressure and motivation within the Springboks camp. The players' frustration was understandable. The matchday squad still included big names, people who have stood on top of the world, like Handré Pollard, as well as rising talents like Kanan Moody. To lump them together as lesser quality is something no professional athlete would ever accept. Another factor that made the match remarkable was the early red card shown to Franco Mostert. At that moment, the score was still 0-0, and Italy immediately gained a massive psychological boost. In international rugby, playing almost an entire match with 14 men is something no team wants to face. But it was the Springboks' response that showed their true class: no panic, no disorganization, no tactical collapse. Instead, they stuck to their structures, stayed disciplined, and patiently worked for opportunities. From Willemse's retelling, you can clearly feel the unity within the squad. He emphasized that the team saw this as a chance to prove their champion mindset, to show that anyone wearing the Springbok jersey deserves respect. Perhaps that's why their performance carried so much emotion. They weren't just playing to win, they were playing for pride, for recognition, and for the honor of every individual in that group. Willemse earned player of the match, but his comments afterwards showed real maturity and a strong sense of responsibility. He placed the focus on the whole team, from players and coaches to the support staff. It was the perspective of a big team. Success never belongs to just one person. When speaking about the second half and the tactical adjustments, Willemse described a clear two-way dialogue between coaches and players. It showed that the Springboks aren't just physically and technically strong, they also possess tactical awareness and adaptability, which are crucial in modern rugby. Still, he admitted the performance wasn't perfect. Turnovers, line-out errors, a yellow card. Small details that made the match feel more authentic. It was a win that wasn't flawless, but full of grit and meaning, sometimes more valuable than a comfortable victory without any adversity. Because it's in hardship that a champion's identity shines brightest. What lingers most after this match is the Springbok spirit, a group that fights for their colors, their nation's pride, and their belief in one another. The win over Italy didn't change the global rugby picture, but it served as a reminder: this team never takes the field as a B team. No matter how many changes are made, they always carry the heart of champions, and for those who doubted them, this was the clearest answer. The Springboks aren't strong only when their best 15 are on the park. They are strong because of their culture, their unity, and the pride each player brings every time they run out. That's what made the victory in Turin special, not just technically, but emotionally and spiritually. Reading the story of the Springboks match against Italy, I'm reminded that elite sport isn't just about winning or losing. What struck me most was their pride and collective spirit, a team constantly questioned, yet calmly proving their worth through their actions. Playing almost the whole match a man down, while still maintaining discipline and composure, made it clear to me that the Springboks' true strength doesn't lie in the names on the team sheet, but in their culture and the pride carried by every member of the group. The win over Italy, then, wasn't just a result, it was a quiet, powerful statement. They are never a B team, because the heart of a champion beats in every player who steps onto the field. Thanks for being part of my New Zealand rugby journey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss any epic moments. Big thanks to all the fans.